Well, firstly, thank you very much, Paolo, for joining us. It's great to have you here today. We have a few questions for you just to kind of get the ball rolling. Just here, the first question I have for you actually is, how does smart energy grids work together with IoT appliances? Would you be able to give your opinion on that, if that's okay?
Yes, good morning, everybody. And smart appliances function to the benefit of the smart grid. In a smart home, Internet of Things appliances are networked together and allow consumers to optimize their energy management and therefore save time, energy, and money. The pandemic has had a great impact on consumer behavior, changing the way in which we live in our homes. The use of home appliances has surged during these months, and we assisted also in the rise of a new electricity market where demand is mobilized and consumers do participate in the energy market.
That's fantastic, Paolo. I think it's really interesting what you said and how, as you said, it's all developed from how we've changed our lifestyle due to the change in the pandemic, etc. So just kind of moving briefly on, our second question to you would be, what are some of the benefits of this technology that's come into play, and working, for instance, in the energy cost of an average household, or even some other benefits, if you'd be able to share that?
Well, smart appliances are a great tool to help consumers to manage their electricity bill by taking advantage of the demand-side flexibility in the home, meaning that a variable energy supply must be matched by a variable energy demand in order to give the best possible optimization to the network grid. And therefore, on the consumer side, it is an optimization of the energy bill, the one that smart appliances can deliver to real consumers. Also, connected appliances brings comfort to household, allowing all participants in the home to manage better their time, for instance, using voice control.
I think it's very true. Like these new technologies, especially when you said about comfort, like obviously things like Alexas, etc., being able to work together in the household. So following on from that, if we talk about the benefits, is it possible to talk about some of the risks of the technology, or some things that come to mind for you?
Well, any new development brings new challenges, of course. And here, among the challenges, I would name cybersecurity, for instance, because all that we do, it has to be cyber secure. So it has to resist to attacks from others who are willing to enter the network. We have to ensure privacy, and we have to ensure also that data ownership is respected. To us, data is the property of whoever is generated it. So if I am a user, I should be the owner of all the information that pertains what I do. So there are just challenges that we see, but none of them it's impossible to overcome. Actually, there are a lot of legislative developments that are going in that direction, and we are very optimistic that all of them are already tackled and will never be an issue in the future.
That's great. It's good to know that these issues are able to be solved. So in speaking about that, what you said about kind of cybersecurity, is there a way for manufacturers to ensure the user's privacy of their interconnected products and data, in your opinion? Because obviously, as you said, cybersecurity is quite a
yes, cybersecurity is definitely one of the points to be taken into consideration. And there is in Europe a Cybersecurity Act since 2019 that is dealing with it. And we are working cooperatively with the European Commission and all other stakeholders to come up with the definition of a cybersecurity scheme that would enable a simpler testing of home appliances, which must be secure, of course, but it's not like a caveau in a bank. So we are after the proper level of cybersecurity related to the applications. There are critical applications where cybersecurity must be ensured at all costs. So there are other type of daily use applications where cybersecurity must be ensured at the proper level.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. You spoke about kind of, regulations. Now moving on to actually regulations, for instance. So in recent times, has there been any major updates in regard to AI horizontal regulation, which are noteworthy? Any major changes which you could potentially share with the audience?
Well, artificial intelligence is clearly very important and is linked with innovation.
Yeah.
Here, the European Commission, it is working at a regulation for artificial intelligence. And here we have to strike a balance. And the balance is between being able to innovate in Europe as well as elsewhere, but I'm more concerned about Europe, and making sure that the behavior of products is predictable and it doesn't go haywire. Clearly, we are faced with, like many movies about artificial intelligence, where we see robots that take control of our life. Actually, that's not the case. A robot vacuum cleaner, it is like clean the floor. And by optimizing the way in which it cleans the floor, it is optimizing the use of batteries, and it cannot like take control of our life. so here the artificial intelligence debate, it is very emotional, I would say, as a debate. While if we bring down to facts, there are algorithms that are used to improve the way in which machine works. And if you like extrapolate from the narrative of artificial intelligence in the scientific, like sci-fi movies, then it boils down to an optimization of the way appliances work. And that must be ensured, because otherwise innovation would be disrupted, and that is not what we want.
Thank you very much for answering them, and thanking you for your time.
My pleasure to take part in this interview. And I look forward also to other activities that you may offer.